Europa Barbarorum is back for Rome Remastered. Yes, you heard that right. It is currently on the Steam Workshop as an unofficial mod, but basically it's just getting updated and things are being worked on so that you will experience the whole mod itself. I believe so far that this mod is more or less a conversion and a port of the original Europa Barbarorum, and it has been converted with with EB 1.2, with Justice mod pack, etc. So basically, what does this say? Not only has this mod been ported into Rome Remastered, it's pretty much been a work in progress. There are still many things to add, there are still many things to finish, and there is much to be finished on. So as for the information on this mod, basically the unit color scheme needs to be realistic, otherwise unit cards will be peasant ones, which you can no doubt reasonably see in my footage. So do make sure that when you go to the screen in Europa Barbarorum, you should definitely put it at realistic. And of course the game only supports 20 build-ins per line, and the line below is barely visible, but you can still access build-ins during your campaign gameplay. So what does it say? It says that not only Europa Barbarorum has returned to Rome Remastered in a way, it's definitely being worked upon, and there are still issues to be fixed. Textures, in terms of sounds not being converted, textures not being upscaled, and there's a family tree for the Romani faction. If accessed at the beginning of the campaign, after a couple of years, perhaps it should start working. And while I'm just listing this off the Steam Workshop description, I think it is important for you, the viewer, to know. I used to play a ton of Europa Barbarorum, and I used to love this mod a lot. I used to love playing as the Seleucids, or as the Parthians, or as any other factions that were there. I also wanted to play as the Sab'yn faction, because they start all the way deep down in Arabia, and then there's lots of opportunity. But look, I'm just glad of the fact that this mod has been ported, and it brings me back so many memories of playing the original Europa Barbarorum, and to see it on Rome Remastered is an absolute joy. Europa Barbarorum is a special mod because it had so many mechanics, it added so much visuals, and so many new units that it completely overhauled the Rome Total War experience. It gave you an experience that really was completely different, and it was one of the first big mods that really made Rome Total War, I think, in a way a bit famous. And the one thing, have I mentioned that this mod uses the Mundus Magnus map? There are a huge ton of factions to choose from, and they also have original names. And I think what will currently be worked on is the importation of the original Europa Barbarorum new voice lines, which were a real addition to Total War modding, and really hasn't been attempted since, in that sense. So with Europa Barbarorum back onto the Steam Workshop, I think this is a fantastic new thing. I was playing as a campaign as Rome, for example, and I attacked this province with a bunch of units. So I attacked, and when I tried to fight against these Gauls, they really put up a challenge in front of me. But these are the stories that Europa Barbarorum can ignite. That's what Europa Barbarorum can do in a way. I would like to see the mod embrace more paradox style events in the theme of Total War Conquest. I would definitely like to see more of that, and I would definitely think that they've done a good job. In fact, the modder who has imported this mod, RT 2021, heads off, credits, and hats off. He's done a fantastic job. And look, this mod is brilliant. It's an amazing mod, and yes, of course my footage includes the peasant unit cards because the unit setting was not set to realistic. But this was basically just to show you what this mod is capable of and what this mod is going to do in the future. I, for one, have absolutely enjoyed playing such a great mod like this, and I definitely would encourage you to download this mod. Please, please, please give your like, support, share, do whatever. This mod is fantastic.